We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. All day, every day, any day. 12. Line 40, easy, apply.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. 12. Hey, check.
Luck now to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Alert! 11Z.
Block on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check out. Line 40. Hey, get me waiting. Check 52. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Hey, alert 3.
They'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check out. Line 40. You ain't doing nothing today. Let's go, Mexico. Bang.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
625.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Quo. 44 to Mike. 44. Hey, Alpha. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it with Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. He's checking crap. The 19-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6. And it's third down.
Heavy on the edges. 36. Check out. Slam.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And touchdown! A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That did. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
44 Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Check three.
And Now a carry here for the fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when
and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Dorsett making the catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Mike, check 33. 33. Blue down. 11.
Now Luck.
Oh,
and that is
come on.
incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Back to throw. Marcus. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Run for Pollard. Running right through him. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check it back, check it back. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down. Marcus. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Marcus. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check 24. On. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 50, check 50. Check 90.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Crowder now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go,
2nd and 6. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Marcus. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
No.
They'll run for it with Pollard.
Oh, come on, man.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Marcus. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again, Marcus. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
That's it. Miss it.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Looking to throw. Marcus. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. You got that right there. Twist. Righty. Check. Lucky.
On the run, it's Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Luck. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now it's Crowder.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Marcus. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Go! 12. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 44 is the Mike. 44.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a look.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, Pollard. They find some open field here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got this one complete to Perriman. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On now is the Titans punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Pollard again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Marcus under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Love. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 73 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And he can't throw. Every time he throws, he jacks it up.
Let's go. Let's get. Walk the right. Wide. Get wide. 36. Check it out. Slam. Go. Moving. Keep moving, boys. Moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And some space here. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They run with Pumphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. At 18.
Isn't that the challenge? God, this score should be so much closer. Hate the fact I started in the hole. Damn. So a lot of time left here. What's this man doing?
Touchdown run. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Can we get 2 quick stops? Is that possible? Can we get one? 6 minutes, let me see. Kick the field goal.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Inside will be a pick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw. Marcus. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On second down now, Pollard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety's green.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Shedding the tackle.
Got it down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Luck. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now Luck. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Luck now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep to, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for London, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Top of the throne. I ain't the king of the pawn. Hop on the jet, cause the gold. I guess the board is my home and there's so many bills. Word in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotype. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I play my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I put Jackson at heart. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.